is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. Let us begin with a truth that most men never dare whisper. Power is not given. It is taken. Earned through strategy, patience, and brutal clarity. In the modern world, we are told that transparency, equality, and kindness are the keys to influence. That merit alone will raise you. That being good is enough. But if you look closer, at boardrooms, political arenas, social media empires, you'll see a different pattern, a Machiavellian pattern. To understand how to gain power today, you must first understand what power is not. Power is not popularity. Power is not comfort. Power is not applause. Power is control. The ability to shape your environment, influence minds, and dictate outcomes. And Machiavelli's wisdom is not about cruelty. It's about realism, about seeing the world not as we wish it to be, but as it is. So how do you gain power in the modern world? You study men. You anticipate moments. You calculate risks. You move like a shadow, silent, patient, inevitable. The prince no longer sits on a throne. He wears a suit. He has an Instagram account. He smiles during TED Talks. The modern court is everywhere. The workplace, the university, the comment section, the dating app. And the courtiers are no longer jesters or bishops. They are influencers, executives, HR managers, consultants, activists. Some pretend to speak truth. Others hide behind morality. But all of them play a game of perception. Machiavelli teaches us to understand the appearances men project and the motives they hide. In today's world, power hides behind smiling faces and corporate slogans, but the rules have not changed. Know the game before you speak. Let others reveal their hand. Never outshine the master unless you're ready to destroy him. Example: in a corporate setting, the person who rises is rarely the one who works the hardest. It is the one who aligns himself with power, who deflects blame skillfully, and who appears indispensable. If you don't learn how to navigate this landscape, you will become a stepping stone for someone who does. Fortune, Machiavelli said, is like a river. Sometimes it flows, and sometimes it floods. The wise man builds walls in times of peace, so that when the storm comes, he does not drown. In the digital age, timing is sharper than ever. One viral moment, one controversy, one slip, and your influence can rise or crumble. But those who understand timing know when to speak and when to stay silent, when to strike and when to retreat, when to provoke and when to flatter. Example: consider how Elon Musk uses Twitter. He doesn't tweet randomly. He tweets to move markets, provoke rivals, and rally followers. Whether you like him or not, he understands the clock better than most. In your life, ask, are you reacting to events, or are you positioning yourself before they unfold? Power is a performance. Even ancient kings wore masks, cloaks, and crowns, not to hide, but to control perception. In the modern world, your online presence is your mask. Your profile is your shield. Your words are your sword. Machiavelli would tell you, craft a persona that inspires loyalty, fear, or admiration, but never one that invites pity or irrelevance. Let people underestimate you until it's too late. Example: a man who seems humble, reliable, and loyal may secretly hold ambitions to lead. By staying beneath the radar, he avoids sabotage. Then, at the critical moment, he reveals his strength. Never reveal your full intentions. Use misdirection. Your image is not your identity. It is your weapon. A prince must be loved or feared. But Machiavelli warned, never rely too much on being loved. People are fickle. They will betray you when it suits them. So give loyalty sparingly and earn it through strength, not kindness. In leadership, reward competence, not flattery. Replace weak links without guilt. Never rely on old friendships. They can rot. Example: Julius Caesar forgave too many enemies. They stabbed him. On the other hand, those who rule with cold precision, like modern CEOs who replace entire teams for efficiency, are often hated but respected. They last. Ask yourself, would your allies follow you into darkness, or only until the lights go out? He who controls the story controls the people. Machiavelli would thrive in the age of media because he knew men believe what they are told, not what is true. In today's world, the narrative shapes elections. The story defines reputation. The spin is the truth. Example: public figures accused of failure often rebound, not by changing their actions, but by rewriting the story. They don't apologize, they reframe. It was a bold experiment. We were misunderstood. History will remember us kindly, and history does. You must learn to craft your origin story, define your enemies, rewrite your failures as evolution. The world won't remember what you did. It will remember what you said about it. Now we move into deeper terrain. Power doesn't only rise from clarity, but from the careful engineering of fear. You must learn not only to gain allies, but to keep them obedient. This requires more than charisma. It requires an edge, an unspoken capacity for retaliation. Let your allies see what happens to your enemies, but do it quietly. Master the art of silence. Let your quiet moments be louder than their noise. In every negotiation, in every gathering, the man who speaks least often holds the most weight. Retreat is not weakness, it's strategy. Sometimes, to win the war, you must lose the battle. Give ground, disappear. Let them think they've won. Then return when they've grown fat with arrogance. Use symbols. Machiavelli understood the use of theater. A calculated punishment, a public reshuffling, a subtle removal of someone who stepped out of line. These are not just actions, they are warnings. Chaos is your friend. When systems break, old powers fall. In times of peace, the ambitious man must bide his time. But in chaos, he builds. Embrace emotional coldness. Feelings cloud decisions. You must teach yourself to love strategically, to cut ties without remorse, to see betrayal before it blooms. Culture can be weaponized. Narratives, art, language, all can serve your rise. Align yourself with a cause, not because you believe in it, but because it gives you influence. And yes, use useful idiots. Those who spread your ideas without knowing they serve your purpose. The louder they speak, the less they see your hand. In the end, remember this. Power is a long game. It rewards the patient, the ruthless, the quiet observer who becomes the feared executor. You were not born to kneel. You were born to learn the game, to master it, to shape it. Not with noise, but with silence. Not with permission, but with presence. Be feared, be precise, be unforgettable. Now understand this. Even power must evolve. The same sword that wins you the crown may not defend it. The modern prince adapts, not in ethics, but in execution. Control the platform. The means by which people speak is more powerful than the speech itself. Create or dominate the environments where opinions are formed, universities, media, apps. If you cannot own the platform, own the influence on it. Divide to conquer. Unity is strength, so you must fracture it. Pit groups against one another. Feed both sides. They will exhaust themselves fighting shadows while you solidify control. Never explain. To justify is to weaken. Give no reasons, only direction. Machiavelli would advise, let your authority be self-evident, not debated. Turn kindness into currency. If you must be generous, do so publicly and rarely. If you are kind too often, it becomes expected, not appreciated. Give less than you can, but give when it buys silence or loyalty. Never fight battles you can avoid. Victory that costs your position is a defeat. Choose battles that give you leverage, visibility, or resources. Let the rest pass. Use exile. Do not destroy all enemies. Some are more powerful in disgrace than in death. Banish them. Strip them of their audience. Turn their names into cautionary tales. Speak to ambition. People desire more. Speak to that desire. Promise them elevation if they follow you. And when they rise, remind them who placed the first stone under their foot. In power, perception is armor. Truth is a luxury. Strategy is survival. The prince who endures is not the most loved, but the most prepared. Keep your hands clean, but let your will be known. Speak softly, but carry the storm. Control the fear, and you will never need to beg for respect. You were not born to kneel. You were born to learn the game, to master it, to shape it. Not with noise, but with silence. Not with permission, but with presence. Be feared. Be precise. Be unforgettable.